Hello and welcome back to the Stronghold. I'm the Magi, and recently Magic the Gathering and the fine folks at Wizards of the Coast made the biggest announcement about the arena economy and the impact it's going to have of anything they've done since announcing that they would create an eternal format with historic way back when I believe it was Guilds Ravnica first came out. So this is really quite huge. We're going to go over all the details, what exactly it means, why it's important, and most importantly, how to adjust the way you play Arena as a free-to-play budget player moving forward. But before we get into all that, I know I can't tip the scales of the arena or magic economy in your favor all by myself, but I think we can. So take just a moment and do all those YouTube things and help me help you. Now, what were we talking about? I am, of course, talking about the introduction of the new golden packs to the arena economy. And for those that don't know, allow me to paraphrase the following statement from Wizards of the Coast. These packs will contain 6 cards, all of which will be rare or mythic from a standard legal set and have duplicate protection. At least one card will be a mythic rare, and each card has a small chance of being upgraded to mythic beyond that. At least 2 of the cards will be from the latest standard legal set. As of right now, that would be Brothers War when they're introduced. None of the cards in this pack have any chance of being replaced by wild cards, but it also doesn't impact your statistical anomalies of getting wild cards later on. And as I said earlier, it does have pack protection, duplicate protection, so if you already have 4 copies, you'll get another rare from that particular set. And if you have all of them from that particular set, you will then move to another standard legal set. And only if you have rares from all the standard legal sets, it will then be replaced by gems. At which point I say, why did you even open that pack at that point in time? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So it really is kind of a fix for a lot of the issues with the arena economy. It is a pack that you can open up and get 6 rare or better cards, all of which you're guaranteed to need in your collection, at least as far as the arena algorithms can guarantee such through duplicate protection. So all of that sounds really great and begs the question, how do you get these packs? And here's the deal, you can't buy them in the store. We finally found something that Wizards of the Coast, aka Hasbro, doesn't want to sell to us. Instead, you receive these packs for free, sort of. Every time you buy your 10th pack of the current new set, they're indicating Brothers War, you earn one of these golden packs for free. And of course, when you open that golden pack, it also counts towards your wildcard accumulation in those little 1 to 6 counters in the top right corner of your pack window. So very nice. It doesn't have to be 10 packs all at once. If you buy 6 today and 4 tomorrow, you've still bought 10 packs. And you will get a golden pack. Unfortunately, 9 packs from the current set gets you absolutely nothing with regards to golden packs. So this new setup is really most viable when you're buying packs in ultimately groups of 10. It's also very important to note that it looks like these golden packs are only going to progress off purchases of the most recent set. They are specifically citing Brothers War, but I don't think this is going to go anywhere. So I think it will always end up being the most recent set. This also only progresses when you buy the packs in store. So any other packs, even from Brothers War, that you acquire through any other means don't contribute towards your next golden pack. For instance, if you receive packs through Mastery Pass or as prize support in an event, those packs don't help at all. This is strictly for packs that you purchase in store. So for something like Sealed, even though you are kind of buying those packs, doesn't count towards this. So why is all this so important? Well, way back in the long ago times of early Arena, you really only had two ways of adding any sort of cards to your collection. The primary way was opening packs, which netted you about 1.15 rares per pack. That, of course, because of the 6-step process of earning wild cards. The downsides here were there was no selection whatsoever. Whatever was in your pack is what you got. And very early on, there wasn't any sort of duplicate or pack protection available. So if you opened a 5th copy of a rare, you got 20 gems for the pack that you might have just paid 200 gems to get. So it was a big downward spiral in the economy. On the upside, you had the option of quick drafting. And although it was not hard to average a little over 1 rare per 1,000 gold, you had to do it in blocks of 5,000 gold. But the extra commons and uncommons that you received, the selection that was inherent to the draft process and what cards were being added, and the option, the only option to date, to convert gold to gems, more than made up for the possible 0.12 rares that you might give up if you weren't very good at drafting. Since then, they have added jump in. And that has been a real game changer in many ways, because now for that same 1,000 gold, you can get 2 guaranteed rares. You have some selection in what cards that you're adding to your collection, because you're given a choice of 3 different packs at 2 different steps. But on the downside, jump in was severely limited because it only represented a small portion of the standard card pool. So every time you did it, the value of doing it next time went down a little bit because you owned more of the available cards already. Golden packs end up doing so much for the economy and really are a huge game changer here. You can very easily average 1.85 rares per 1,000 gold. And that's just below that phenomenal jump-in rate of 2 rares per 1,000 gold. You also benefit from pack protection, so you don't have to worry about duplicating rares. And this also contributes to your wildcard meter, which is where you get that 1.85 rares per 1,000. Very, very good things going on here. There are some downsides, though, as well. The fact that this is only really relevant to your newest set is somewhat limiting, particularly for someone who maybe has been on Arena in a while and wants to go back and purchase packs for older sets. This also only triggers when you buy your 10th pack from that set. We have no indication yet if this meter will carry over. So say you buy 6 of Brothers War, and then the season rolls over, and now there's a new, Phyrexia, all will be completed or whatever. Does that 6 packs then roll over to the new set and allow you to reach up to 10, or does it reset to 0? We don't know yet, only time's going to tell. These golden packs also do absolutely nothing for your accumulation of commons and uncommons. So you're still going to need to do things like jump in and draft in order to efficiently build up those lower end rarities. Because heaven knows you'll never accumulate enough common wild cards to really do a lot of deck building without something like jump in or drafting. These golden packs also do nothing to convert gold to gems. And you want to be able to convert that gold to gems so that you can start buying the Mastery Pass, because the Mastery Pass, without a doubt, remains the very best economic value that you can do on Arena. You don't want to miss out on that. All right, so there's definitely some good and bad when it comes to these new golden packs. And of course, that means there's a question of who should be doing this and when. My guidelines would be that the first thing you want to make sure you do is that you have collected your uncommons, or you're going to coast into your uncommons as you open up your packs. This means you have done your jump-ins and your drafting for the season, and you feel comfortable that you're going to have all the commons and uncommons that you want and need once you open your packs. Secondly, this also means that you can afford your Mastery Pass. In other words, you've drafted enough, either in this season or from prior seasons, to be able to buy that Mastery Pass, because you definitely don't want to miss out on that. And once you have established those two things, this becomes a viable option. Also, for the first time, buying packs becomes a more viable option for people who, quote unquote, hate drafting or aren't good at drafting. Or, as we all recently experienced with the Streets of New Capenna limited environment, sometimes you just have a bad limited environment. It's not fun, you're not really accomplishing much, and you just don't want to participate. Something like Golden Packs gives that limited environment an alternative, or the draft limited phobic people a way to go. It's not going to be as efficient. I don't recommend this as an alternative. I think everyone should learn to draft until they stop thinking that they're not good at it. It's that much better for you. But if you're just not there mentally, if you don't have the time, you don't have the patience, you don't have the wherewithal to try and improve on your draft, this is a somewhat better bad option to just buying packs previously. And with all that having been said, don't forget, smash that like button like Ronnie J would. And no matter where in the world you are watching this from, I hope you have a magical day. And until next time, I'll see you in the arena.